Let's cross over now to ENCA's senior reporter, Aviwe Mtila. Colleague, good morning to you. I can imagine not getting enough sleep as well. Gwede Mandasha calling it a power nap.
Let's have a quick power nap.
A quick one.
Was what they finished around 1:30 this morning.
I'm sure it was somewhere along those lines. It was really a late evening for everyone, including, of course, our media colleagues. But from where you stand, Aviwe, what can you tell us? What's the latest?
Well, that power nap is indeed one for Gwede Mandasha. He's expected here by 7:30. That's for the Progressive Business Forum, where he'll be addressing members of government, some ANC leaders, as well as the private sector. Of course, these are the engagements that are trying to pave the way for business, not only for the ANC, but for government in its entirety. Yesterday, it was addressed by the Finance Minister, Enoch Godongwana. There, the focal point was at around Eskom. 14 years of load shedding, and with stage 6 currently, that paints a picture that we are really in the dark. So the Finance Minister yesterday was basically talking through how they need to do things differently. They're saying that they've largely in the previous years focused on fixing Eskom and not focusing on putting power on the grid, something that they've spent at least 230 billion rand from 2019 to the current date. So now they're saying that that must change, and they must actually focus on putting power into the grid. We know that they're looking at things like settling Eskom's debt. As it stands, it's at around 400 billion rand. So they're saying that they'll take it at a chunk at a time. They won't settle it at one go. But we also know power generation is another focus that was mentioned here, and bring in new capacity to Eskom. We do know that won't be vehicled by Eskom in itself, given the failures and it's struggling with containing load shedding at the current moment. But we do know private investors and those renewable energies are some of those that will be brought in. But now, of course, today, as the Progressive Business Forum is set to be underway at about 7:30, we're expecting the Mineral Resources Minister, Gwede Mandasha, to be the one giving the keynote address here. Not much sleep for him, given that they really slept at the early hours of this morning following those nominations. But we do know also, it was mentioned that at least by 9 o'clock, those some 4,500 delegates of the African National Congress, there are the voting delegates, are expected then to table the votes for those nominations that we heard last night here.